Bionic Gloves presents the Hands-On Golf Podcast, bringing anatomy and hand function to the forefront of glove design to improve comfort, fit, and performance. Bionic is a division of Hilrich & Bradsby Company, makers of Louisville Slugger bats and ball gloves. Bionic gloves are the only gloves designed by a leading orthopedic hand surgeon, Dr. Jim Kleinert.
Welcome everyone to this edition of the Bionic Gloves Hands-On Golf Podcast. My name is Chaz Rao. I am your host, and I'm coming to you from the Crescent Hill Golf Course in Louisville, Kentucky. Now, let's get right into the email. And now this is a question that came all the way across the big pond. This one came in from Rochelle Floyd, who is stationed in the Netherlands. And a couple of questions. How long should a set of irons last? And which is the best way to warm up? Which club should I start with? Well, Rochelle, thank you very much for your questions. We're going to speak with PGA Pro Barry Bonifield on how to answer these questions and what is the proper way to warm up and how long should a set of irons last. We're going to find that out. Now remember, for your participation, you're going to get a Bionic glove. And if anyone out there in podcasting land would like to get one of these gloves, all you've got to do is submit a question. podcast@bionicgloves.com. And when you send that question, please include the question, of course, your full name, full mailing address, what size you wear, and whether you are right or left-handed. And the other thing is, please go to bionicgloves.com/podcast and take the survey so that we can understand your wants and needs and make this into a product that answers everything you want to know about golf, but we're afraid to ask. That's what we want this podcast to be. It's your podcast. We are here driving it for you so that we can all become better golfers, myself included. So let's join Barry on answering his questions on how long should a set of irons last and how should a person warm up, especially if you're in the Netherlands. Let's go talk to Barry. Hey, Barry.
Chaz, how are you?
Hey, man, nice shoes. I really like this.
Thank you. It goes with my Bionic glove.
Absolutely. You are the man. I've got a couple questions here. This one comes in from Rochelle Floyd, both questions. And Rochelle wants to know how long a set of irons last and what are the best clubs to practice and warm up with?
To answer your golf question, irons come in two different types. First of all, there's a cast iron, and then there's a forged iron. And forged irons are a completely different process than a cast iron and made of typically a much softer metal. And forgings can wear down over time. It's very common, especially for tour players, if they have favorite irons or favorite wedges, to have those clubs re-chromed or resurfaced or re-grooved because the metal is so soft that over a period of time wear occurs. For most people, it is not really an issue, but there are re-grooving tools that can be done, and there are lots of PGA golf professionals that do club repair of a variety of types, and some of them would include having irons or grooves redone. So that can occur with lots and lots of practice, but a set of irons can last you as years and years and years and years. More often, the golfer gets tired of a set of irons or becomes enamored with some of the new technology that's out there and some of the forgiveness that's found in some of the new irons. Second part of your question is a great question dealing with how to warm up and the best way to do that. You want to start with your shortest golf clubs in your bag, your wedges, your sand wedge, your pitching wedge, your lob wedge, and start with very slow swings and very short shots. Just very slow, very small, and begin to get the feel of the shot and feel your body moving and your balance and all of that. And then gradually, as you get warm and you begin to feel the club in your hands and feel the connection between the club and the golf shots, then you get longer with your golf swing and move into the longer clubs. It's always best to start with the shorter shots and then finish up with your driver before going to the putting green and hitting some putts for the speed of the greens before you play. Great question. Thank you very much.